personally believe very strongly in freedom, or what I call Handbook to Freedom. And I legally can't even run for sheriff because I believe that fundamentally taxation is theft, and I stand on what I believe in. Besides that, I believe that fundamentally we need to give the local community the absolute most power that we can, because we're prepped up for hard times ahead of us. Inflation, possible dollar clash. We need to be prepared as much as we can locally as a community. So I just want to see the local community have the most power as possible and be in the best shape as possible for any natural disasters or anything that might happen, especially with all the extra strain we're putting on the grid. Last summer they had on blackouts, and now we put all these electric cars on, so if the grid was to go down, what would we do in that scenario and how would we approach that? And so that is things that I'm trying to focus on and prepare for, and say things that these other fellas that are sheriffs and have all their I's dotted and their T's crossed, things they may not be able to say, or I'm going to be able to, from a different standpoint, may be able to say something that they won't, as far as the federal government and how that goes, because some people may believe that the federal government still has a chance, but I don't believe it has a chance in any way, shape, or form, and you just need to step away and basically secede from the federal government. And I know it's lots of tips here, but once again, there's a lot of ideas. If you want to read my book, I'd be happy to email it to anybody for free, or I'll even give it to any of you guys here for free right now. I got some copies with me. So besides that, I don't need your vote. I'm just along for the ride. Thank you all. I appreciate you.
Why I say that, I think it's important for a sheriff to be out working in the community. I will be a working sheriff, so I will be approachable. If you see me out in the community, come up and talk to me. There's many things that I would first like to implement if I was elected sheriff is an advisory board. Something that's not been done the way I would be looking at this. It would be opening up sheriff's office to the public. I think it's very important that a sheriff is a servant. They serve the people of the county. They serve, we are here to meet your needs for our county. So therefore, I think it's important for a sheriff to have a meeting with everybody from the county, not just certain areas, but the whole county. Have that opened up. So there's complete transparency. Go over the budget, find out the needs of those areas. It's important to meet the people's needs in all areas. I can talk all day, I'm sorry. Again, thank you guys for this opportunity. I would appreciate your vote.
As you said, I'm Greg Sellers. Like a lot of us here, I'm a lifelong Canyon County resident. Been here all my life. Live on a 150-year family farm. Been a business owner most of my life. My wife and I do own an auction business right now that she runs since COVID took it over. I went to work for the Sheriff's Department of Canyon County in 1989. Worked for 3 sheriffs through my 20-year career. Left there in 2009. In 2021, I decided to get back into law enforcement, thinking that I might run for sheriff. So I took a job as the police chief in Richland, Missouri for a year, and then quit there and just decided to devote my time to running for sheriff. I've got many things and plans that I want to get implemented in the Sheriff's Department if I'm lucky enough to get elected. I've got a list of those that I forgot to seriously though, thank you for doing this, and thank you. It's so massively important that the citizens, the voters, and the members of this community interact with the candidates. I'm going to echo what Mr. Walker said. I'm not a politician. I grew up in a household where my grandfather was a politician. I hate everything about politics, and I hate most politicians, to be totally honest. With that said, everyone up here is either a politician or somebody running for political office. So I advise you not to believe a word any of us says. Because everyone wants your vote. A lot of us will tell you things that they may not be able to back. So instead, I would encourage you to look at results. Look at what all of us have done, what we've all accomplished. What the problems are with the office, why we want to take that position, and how we have handled those things in the past. Results are more important than promises. That's my biggest piece of advice for everyone. So one thing that I can't give you results on, but you just have to take my word for it, is why I'm running. It's because I love this community. Everything I have and everything I am is because I love this community. And I hope it's the best. Thank you.
Next here for Mr. Phil Cannon.
Good afternoon. Thank you folks for being here. Thanks for the opportunity to speak. Phil Cannon, I've been a resident of Lake Delaware since 1989. Missouri resident, born and raised, and I've been a law enforcement officer now for 28 years with the Sheriff's Office in Camden County. And I've got also things that I like to see done in our Sheriff's Department throughout our county for you folks and taxpayers. Mr. Walker sits on the fire board at Climax Springs. I've already secured his own office in Climax Springs to be deputy 24/7 as a working candidate. This isn't something that I've just talked about, it's something that's already happened. So January 1, when I take office as sheriff, there will be deputies in Climax Springs, a deputy 24/7. I'd like to do an inpatient addiction treatment center that addresses the addiction problem here in Lake Ozarks with drugs and alcohol. On the flip side of that, mental health wellness, that's something that's overlooked, something very important for our county. And we don't have that here, we need that. Also, driver's ed is a thing of the past, as you most all of you know, we all went through it, something that's needed. Obviously, by the amount of tickets that kids are getting, people are getting here to Lake Ozarks. But the flip side of that, the simulators that I plan on getting through grant money for training, I can pull the software on that, put new software and teach my deputies how to drive also. So it makes the lake a safer place for all of us. So, again, too, we'll have the meet and greet. I'm open to suggestions, anything you all have that would help us out as a community, I'm open to listen to. I would appreciate you going August 6th. Thank you.
Let's hear from Jimmy Frischier.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jim Shear. I'm running for Sheriff, Camden County Sheriff's Office, for the position of Camden County Sheriff's Office. I believe in the power of experience and dedication and vision for a safer community. You know, with 35 years of law enforcement experience and 8 years as the undersheriff for Camden County, I've had the privilege of working in every division of the Sheriff's Office, from dispatch, corrections, patrol, up to including the position I'm in now as the undersheriff. And this has given me the understanding and the knowledge of running an efficient sheriff's office. You know, one of the key roles for a sheriff is to ensure that our community is safe, but not just on the outside, but also on the inside. You know, with 9 years of experience running a jail, you know, that's one of the biggest liabilities for a sheriff. And having the knowledge and experience of running a jail makes me a little bit better for doing that. You know, it's, with the experience, it's giving you that first-hand insight on how to manage the risk involved in the jail and improve safety and reduce incidents and ensure the proper treatment of inmates and the staff. You know, we just purchased a machine to do body scans, you know, because we had inmates coming in swallowing medical drugs or hiding drugs and getting them to our jail and then having overdoses or giving the drugs out to their inmates. So this machine helps us stop that. So safety is one of the biggest things. Second thing is I prioritize and ensure that our deputies have the training, the resources and support they need. You know, this includes ongoing education on de-escalation and mental health awareness, you know, because our deputies go through a lot of crisis stuff and we have to deal with that. So I have that going on. One of the biggest things is your constitutional rights. We're big on that. Remember during COVID, we went on national news saying we're having to violate people's constitutional rights, and I think it helped a little to be around it too. So, come and see me, talk to me after this. I'll tell you some more. Jim Shear, Camden County Sheriff.
Jeff Bishop, did I do that right? Close enough.
Okay. Once again, thank you for allowing us to come in front of you and kind of tell you what we're all about and what we're looking to improve with the Sheriff's Department. I am running for Sheriff for Camden County. I've lived in Camden County for 40 years. I have, with my wife, I have 5 grown children and 7 grandchildren. And as Chris said, Edgar says, the grandchildren are the greatest thing. You can sit at home and get that one. Okay. Professionally, I've been a certified police officer for over 35 years. Actually, yesterday was my anniversary with the city of Camden as chief of police, and that was my 35th year. Prior to that, I had 6 months with the Lincoln Creek Police Department. I've done several different things within the field of law enforcement, canine handling, drug investigations, criminal investigations. In 1996, I was promoted to police sergeant. That's where I started my supervisory portion of my career. At that point, that's when the light started coming on and realized it wasn't all about making arrests and, coming out here and running speeding tickets. I was promoted to lieutenant. The administration portion of it was a different world. You had to start looking at budgets, had to manage a budget, had to develop the budget, and had to do it so that you didn't waste the taxpayers' money. And that's something that the Camden Police Department does real well, and I plan to bring that to the Sheriff's Department. I have several